EvoPod listeners and viewers. Today we are with another episode of EvoPod, and today we are going to talk about how to get exact physique like Arnold and Anllela Sagra. So, I'm SK, your host, and this is
I'm your co-host, Ruben.
so today
Let's
we're
be
going to
back
talk
here.
about yeah, okay, most of people know Arnold. I think most people know Anila Sagra also. Anila Sagra is a
Yeah.
female. So how to get exact the physique with these two people? Ruben, teach me how to get exact physique like Arnold. So okay,
What you
I'm
can
going.
do is,
Yeah. No, okay,
what
I'm
you
going to
can do
ask.
is,
Tell.
you, uh,
Tell her. What do you?
you go to Arnold's parents and ask them, why didn't you give birth to me?
To be logically speaking, that's the only thing that you can do. But I know a lot like
Honestly,
okay, people will ask, I want exact physique like you. How to do that? Then now what are you going to answer that? There's so much of
mm,
explanation that we have to give to make them understand
yeah,
that.
there's like genetic, tendon insertion, muscle size, how much your muscle can actually grow.
Bro,
There's so many things.
so there's like this is like a
You want to
very
go one step?
common misunderstood lah.
Yeah,
If you want the exact physique, like for example, like
misconception.
Arnold,
Yeah,
right? For example, you want the exact chest like him, like broad, nice chest, damn bloody cool. Like you will be looking like superhero like that when you stand. So to
right.
get the chest like that, right? Well, you know
Like
what?
Superman from the old comics, right?
Yeah, the only thing that you can do is I think you can
Oh my
operate
god.
you can operate your chest insertion, right? You can take the muscle insertion and then make it longer. That's the only thing that you
Make it
can do.
longer. Yeah.
Because I have small muscle insertion for
This
chest.
is
Like
connected.
my chest insertion, you see, this is like this is my horizontal, this horizontal, horizontal chest insertion. My chest
Yeah.
insertion is very small.
Vertical.
Yeah, this one is vertical, yes, vertical. It's very small. So if, I cannot change. If I want a chest like even like Ruben chest or Arnold chest or anyone chest, I cannot get.
Okay. My chest isn't that big either. It just looks big because it starts here. It starts here and it ends here. It doesn't
Yeah,
actually. It doesn't. Isn't actually that big, lah. But vertically, it's about here. And then
yeah. The sternum is quite
it actually
the
goes quite low.
yeah, the sternum insertion,
Uh,
yeah. There's a lot of things like in
uh,
genetic wise, we can see abs are genetics.
mm,
Have you seen the abs are
yeah.
very in the people will have improper some will be like this.
Not to say improper, just
So like
up and down kind
up
of
and
thing.
down lah. It's not like
Maybe
improper lah. Like
not.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Like
it
they
won't
it's
be symmetrical. Yeah,
symmetrical. Yes, I won't look
asymmetrical
symmetrical
abs. Yes.
as other apps lah. Some people have like very symmetrical. Have you seen a chocolate bars on the apps? Have you seen chocolate bars on apps? I have seen chocolate bars.
Yeah,
Laza
like
Angela.
Ulysses Junior lah.
You know
Asa Angela. Yes.
Laza Angela apps. Damn, it looks like chocolate bars. That's the
Ulysses Junior.
yeah
Bloody hell.
the
God
insertion
damn.
is like damn perfect. The insertion is like that. It's like you
Yeah.
play. Some people place
Insane.
like some people put a Lego. Like it looks like a Lego that you can put and then pull it out
Yeah.
because the
Asymmetrical abs is like
yeah
Jordan Yo.
Jordan here yeah you can see it
Jordan Yo's abs is
yeah
asymmetrical. Yes.
asymmetrical. That's true. There's a lot of people like who has because they people will do certain kind of workouts to like to
Mm-hmm.
make them their abs look symmetrical, which is you cannot. there have been people asking that,
Yeah, that's genetic.
my abs is not symmetrical, so how do I make it symmetrical? No, you cannot do that actually, because that's how your body are insert your muscle insertion are. You can't do
Yeah.
anything about it. And what else? Like your bicep peak is genetics.
Mm.
Bicep peak is genetic.
Basically, your muscle size,
Yeah,
you can put as much volume, as much intensity as you want,
yeah.
but muscle size,
Size.
unless you're taking a heck load of PEDs, is
PED means
genetics.
genetics.
Muscle
If
size, muscle shape. Yeah.
if you're not taking PEDs and you're just going on natural, uh, there's a lot of restriction there, genetic. Even people go up on stage for Mr. Olympia. They have the best genetic. They have a very good work ethic. They
Yeah.
take PEDs. People think that you take PEDs, steroids, you can achieve that kind of physique. No, you it's insane. Have you seen Ronnie Coleman working out? Have you seen how he works out? When you see that kind of
Rolly
video,
Winkler.
when
God
you
damn, these fellas are genetic freaks,
genetic
as by
freaks,
birth itself, they're freaks.
you see how he does his leg workout. When I see, I feel like cooking.
It's like, lightweight, baby, none but a period.
No, you cannot match their energy. Like they're in different level. People think people take steroid, they can achieve that kind of body. Yeah, you wish.
In your dreams.
In your dreams, yeah, you can. You just take steroid. But there are, if I won't deny this, that there have been studies like they take 4 people, one placebo, one
Mhm,
natural, one with
mhm,
steroid, and one I'm not sure with one with steroid but not working out, one steroid working out. But the
mhm.
one with the steroid and not working out gained some muscle mass. That's true. That happened in one study,
But
but
even that would actually depend on genetics, right? How your
yeah,
muscles, how your body
obviously.
actually adheres to that PED also, right?
And yes, and you cannot expect you just take steroid and then you to look like Ronnie Coleman. No, you don't.
Yeah,
Obviously, it's just that
you don't.
the PED just making you grow a little bit of muscle without any resistance. That's all. So maybe
Okay,
that
when he
was
says a
the
little bit of muscle, it gives you that edge that you need to actually look like a beast. But
yeah,
even that has limits.
yeah.
Even that
Obviously,
has limits to
it's
how much your body can hold.
yeah, true. And so okay, well, we were talking about why we went to steroid actually. You supposed it's not supposed to be steroid. Okay, coming back to this topic is
Okay, right? Yeah.
what the muscle
How to
insertion.
get
Yeah, calf,
how to
calf.
get like
Yeah, like
Arnold
calves
Schwarzenegger.
also. Yeah, calves also. Calf also. It is genetics. Like most of Indians, us have this trouble growing calves. Uh, but it. People are thinking that you don't have calves. That means you can put blame on genetics. No, you can grow calves. It's just that you have to improvise how you working out on your calf. It's like how you set up
Exactly.
the
Just because you're naturally small doesn't mean you're
yeah
not going to
doesn't
get any bigger.
like the calf is like uh, any kind of muscle group that you're going to work on it. You have to know that you have execution on the exercise. You have to change according to how's your biomechanical, because most people see these kind of videos in YouTube's and then straight away they work out and then they say, no, I cannot engage my muscle, I cannot engage my lats, I cannot engage my chest. That's because you are not changing the angles, the setup of the workout, the execution of the workout according to your biomechanical. If you're not doing that, and then obviously you're not
Yeah.
going to give enough stimulus for the muscle to work.
The the thing is, most of them don't understand. They don't know what it means to actually activate the muscle.
Hmm.
And the easiest way I would actually say to activate the muscle is do an exercise, figure out what that exercise is meant to hit. Like, say you're
Hmm.
doing a push up, it's supposed to hit your chest. You keep doing the chest until you reach that point of push up until you reach that point of almost failure where your chest is basically lit,
Like, yeah,
pumped
you
like
pump.
hell. then then you'll know what it feels like to actually have a chest activation, and try
Mm.
to recreate that same feeling every time you do a chest workout.
Uh, like
That's basically it.
like whenever people use any kind of machines also, right, they tend to even like
Yeah,
lat pull down. Lat pull down is so overrated. Some of the people will say that, oh, lat pull down is so what. Any kind of workout is like, if you do it correctly, you can engage the particular muscle. Don't tell it it's overrated or underrated or anything. It's how you
yeah,
do it, how you execute the particular workout. That's very important actually.
because because every exercise has a reason behind it of why you're doing it.
Yeah,
If you're doing a pull up, you have more activation throughout your body, despite it being focused towards your back. You have a full body activation. You need to keep your core tight, you need to keep your body tight, so that you don't waste too much energy. But when you're doing a pull down, you have to focus on basically is just keeping your ass to the chair, to the bench, and pulling it towards your back. That's it. Focusing your back. Why people do lat pull down versus why they do pull ups is not one of it is better than the other. It's because one has a certain difference to it, and they are trying to do that to achieve that difference, versus a person doing this to achieve this difference.
the
That's
thing
it.
is
No
like,
workout is wrong, bad, nothing. Yeah.
yeah, like the thing is you have to know the end goal of the current workout that you're doing. Like, let's say if I'm doing barbell row,
Yes.
if I'm doing barbell row, I want to target my rear delt. Yes, I can.
Yeah.
I'm just going to change my hand,
Yes.
like my arm angle towards like 90 degrees, and then I'm going to push to get that. If I'm going to target my lats, then I have to change it to lats. The thing is, people will tell that they are targeting lats, but they end up targeting their rhomboids. Yeah, you can understand what I'm meaning or not,
Okay.
because
I,
they
I am I am guilty. I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of that.
because
I've done
you
that before.
yeah, everyone has done it, even myself I've done it, because you just go and hit the weight and then you don't know what you're targeting, and then you're just doing it for the sake of doing the particular workout because some influencers or some famous athlete ask you to do
Yeah.
to grow your lats, and then you go and do, and then you all your target is your rhomboids, your rear delt, but you never target your lats, and then you end up you're not growing your lats enough because the you don't you know you are not fixed with the end of the end goal of the particular workout. That's the only thing
Yeah.
that for you it's not making you to grow that kind of muscle. So execution is really important for you to get to grow that particular muscle. It's you can break any genetic is not an excuse for you to build muscle. It's not. Don't use genetic as an excuse for you not to build muscle. No, don't ever use that.
Yeah. The only reason why you're not building muscle is probably because you're not working hard enough.
Mm,
I mean, of course, you can't technically you can't break the genetic barrier, but it doesn't mean
yes,
you should let that uh,
happen.
reflect on the way you work out.
Yeah,
The
genetic.
way you work out has to
Yeah,
be right.
we uh, everyone will reach a plateau on their lives. Like if you
Yes.
can bench this much, you only can bench this much. Like that's your genetic limit. But obviously, you can break it through like years of training, and then bit by bit move. You change your program.
I have to I have to ask you, bro.
Yeah,
Okay, we were talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger in the beginning of the video, right?
yeah, yeah,
Okay. Everyone knows he was taking PED, some sort of PED.
yeah.
There
Obviously,
is no
yeah.
way he's natural. I
Mm.
am sure that
Pretty, yeah, it's always not
everyone
natural. Yeah,
knows. Yeah.
true.
I know you're natural,
Mm.
but say in there will come a point where your muscle deteriorates and all that stuff in
Mm.
because of your age and stuff like that, lah.
Mm.
Do you think you will actually probably jump onto HRT,
Growth hormone,
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 not growth hormone, hormone replacement therapy.
hormone
Because,
replacement
I mean,
therapy.
there will come up, yeah, can be
Always,
tests, can be anything, lah, but
yeah.
it will be
I
under
think
doctor's supervision, lah.
supervision lah. Maybe tests I might. Maybe after like maybe around 50 years old.
Hmm.
Maybe
I mean,
after,
that's acceptable, lah. That's
yeah.
acceptable, lah.
Like
Because
no. The thing is, obviously, when you reach like 45, if I'm estimating like 45 lah. 45. After that, obviously, you're not going to produce the amount of testosterone that you're producing now.
testosterone, yeah.
Yeah, that's natural. It's just that if you want to take extra testosterone there, that's like, I think okay. But when I'm athlete, I want to be natural. Like, when I'm an athlete,
Yeah.
I want to be a natural athlete because I already chose that I want to be natural. I don't want to try PEDs actually,
Yes.
because I think that's not my thing. So I don't want to force it. So yeah, that's my decision now. So yeah, I'm not like, oh, I want to go Mr. Olympia. Unless if I want to Mr. Olympia, I cannot tell I want to be natural, right? If okay, I want to
That
go.
would be
Ah,
extremely silly, lah.
yeah, I want to go Mr. Olympia. I'm going to be natural. I'm never going to take steroid. That's like
You
I think
would be dwarfed, bro.
I think one of
Everyone there will look like
Yeah,
like Greek gods, like that. You will look like a
Even-
puny human there.
even you cannot pass IFBB. How are you going to go to Mr.
Ah.
Olympia? That's like quite logical thing. Like it's like
Yeah.
your goal, and then you want to do it, you do it. That's all lah.
Yeah.
Even Arnold gave some of the advice that I won't agree. Like he will tell people that there's a quote like okay, I will sleep 7 to 8 hours a day, and then Arnold will reply, oh no, sleep a bit faster. I don't accept that kind of quote. Like Arnold sleeps 6 hours, and
Sleep a
then
bit faster. What does he mean by that?
he says he said you should sleep like 5 to 6 hours only per day, and then you have to train hard 2 hours, 3 hours in the gym.
Bloody hell.
It is like
Okay.
very okay. You have to understand that he was in PEDs. You have to understand that. Even he admits that he said
Yeah.
like he said he don't know that it's PED, but we don't know that. But he was in PED, so you cannot deny that, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
don't accept an advice from someone who is not qualified and someone who is how to say never seen someone
Okay.
like you. I'm not saying Arnold is not qualified. I'm going to get some hate from
That's what I was going to say.
no, I'm not saying
That's
Arnold
right.
is not.
He's
Yeah,
not saying that.
I'm not saying that Arnold is not
He
qualified.
just,
It's
he
just
just
that,
means that
yeah,
there's a lot of difference between
Difference
taking
between
PEDs, a person
is-
taking PEDs, and a
is
person with
actually not taking
natural.
this. Natural, yes. Because there's a the program wise, the recovery wise, the rest, everything quite different when you take PED and you don't take PED. But more,
Yeah.
no, I'm not saying that Arnold is not perfect. No, he's a great athlete and he's a great coach also. No, I won't say that. It's just that he's not the person
That
that
guy
you want
was
to look.
dedicated to a fault.
Yeah, like he dedicated his life to bodybuilding. He's an icon. It's just that he's not
Yeah.
the person that you want to look for advice when you are natural and when you are a normal human, just want to lose some fat. No, you get my point, right? If you're someone who like
Yeah. Yeah.
you're not, your goal is not to be an athlete, you just want to lose some fat and be active, move better, get stronger, he is not the person that you look for advice. So there are certain kind of people that you have to look for advice. So you have to know who to ask advice and who to not listen. Like, you get the point.
Yeah. Even so, right? That it's not that PED users aren't good coaches or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just that um, there are definitely a lot of people who are using PEDs
Yeah.
and still great coaches for natural athletes. It's the idea of understanding the difference between a client, a client who
Yeah.
is on PEDs versus a client who is not on PEDs, because a client who is on PEDs would adhere to a lot more vigorous training compared to a client who is not on PEDs.
It is,
So you have to
yes.
keep that in mind and build their program uh, based on that.
Everything is like based
Yeah,
on
and
uh,
on what you're actually capable of.
yeah, or capable of like the audience should understand, because when the audience and the people who are looking for coaching or anything, sometimes they misunderstand that just because a person has abs or good physique, he is not entitled to coaching. You have to understand that people really need to look deeper than that. You have to know the relationship with
Yeah,
your coach, how he or she going to change you mentally, how or he or she going to be patient with you. So there's a lot of things that you have to look into, but not only apps. Apps doesn't define you as a good coach. And I'm saying this to all the trainers also. Just because you have apps, no, you're
yeah.
not a good trainer. Yes. You have to grow from that.
Because
You know, when
yeah,
when the coaching, when you really learn coaching, after you've done the cert, ACE or NSM, after you've
yeah,
done the cert, then only you start to learn about coaching. Not just because you finish your studies. No. It's after that. It's never been
yeah.
because of
It's
the cert or
because
during the cert. Yeah.
the yeah, the client, right? When the client comes to you and stuff like that, they most of them wouldn't know, and the fact that they come to you is because they need some sort of affirmation, and
Yeah.
they need some sort of guide.
Right.
So at the gym, you need to be able to guide them. You need to be able to assess them and understand them from of course you're not going to be to the point of a psychologist, but you need to be able to look at them and understand how they are behaving at that period of time, and give them give them that necessary affirmation to be able to push them through a workout. And they shouldn't be like every day they come, right? They shouldn't be like you know I don't feel like working out today kind of thing. You
They
have
should
to
feel
give them
like
that kind of affirmation where they're like, I am definitely coming to
actually
work
when we
out
are at the
today kind
gym.
of thing.
Yeah.
That's
So
the kind of
coaching that,
affirmation you should give
yeah, true, true.
as a coach. Yeah,
So I think should wrap up for today's episode. I think we talked a lot.
quite a lot actually.
Yeah, quite a lot. PD, coaching.
Started with how you want to become Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. So the thing is you have to understand is the fact that it's not possible to look like someone else, but to have exact physique like
Yeah,
someone else. You just build the physique that you want, that you have, to be better. You have to make what you have
yep.
better. That's the
The
best physique.
best, yeah, the
Yeah,
best
physique
you
you're
can.
going to give. Like you have to give yourself. Because you have muscle insertion, your own muscle insertion. Just look for the fix your biomechanical. I really want to say this, like fix your biomechanical. If you're not targeting the particular muscle, change angles or change the movement, try other workout to engage the muscle better. So these kind of things will impact you in a bigger growth. Okay.
Yep.
So that's all from me. And Ruben, do you have anything to say?
Keep consistent. I mean, I know this is like a broken record like that, repeating
Repeating.
every video, but the thing is, consistency is key. You start, as long as you work towards it and you're actually putting in the same effort, if not more, every time you go towards it, you're going to reach there at some point. And the best version of you is probably going to be the last day you live on Earth. So keep working towards it.
Even one rep per week is quite big. At least
Yeah,
one rep per week. That's a
actually,
very big.
that's already a big difference already.
Okay, see you guys on our
Okay.
next podcast. And thanks for listening. Do subscribe, share with your friends. Make this channel a big thing. Make this podcast a big thing.
Yeah.
Make it shine like
Do
Ruben
watch.
said.
Boom.
Okay, so,
Anyone watches Dragon Ball, you guys would know lah.
yeah.
Genshin Han.
Oh damn. The six ball on his head. Okay, see you guys.
Oh my
Signing
god.
off. SK and bye.
Ruben, bye.
Level.